Swarms of desert locusts have been ravaging crops in the Middle East, Eastern Africa and also in Pakistan and India. It's the worst outbreak in 27 years. The crop-destroying insects search for green areas to satiate their enormous appetite. Although locusts don't pose a direct danger to humans, the UN Food Agency says the swarms create a major threat to food security in the affected regions.
If the weather, continues to be favorable for the locusts, good rainfall, basically, those locust numbers, yes, they will continue to increase. And you have to think about, of course, in East Africa, it's already a very vulnerable area. They had 3 years of droughts, they had a year of rainfall. So, a locust and then coronavirus, in addition, to already this kind of fragile area, it makes it very, very challenging, and that this is an unprecedented threat, to food security and livelihoods. And that's exactly what it is. The people are just, below the level of famine. It's not famine, of course. We're not in that situation. But, this is something we want to prevent. We don't want to, have a famine. So that is why, all of these efforts, the appeals by the FAO for financial assistance from the international community is so important.
When millions of locusts attack crop fields, they can destroy everything within hours. The insects originate in dry lands where the climate forces them to gather in small patches of green land. When it starts raining, they start breeding abundantly. The threat of food insecurity has led some to call for a joint response.
This year, in addition to the COVID pandemic, a new challenge is facing the people of the South Asia and Southwest Asia region, that of desert locusts. India has suggested to Pakistan that both countries coordinate locust control operations along the border and that India can facilitate supply of the pesticide malathion to Pakistan.
Also in Pakistan this year, there is breeding in the Indus Valley, which is very unusual, and in the Punjab plains up near the capital, Islamabad. And normally breeding doesn't happen in these areas, but this year it did, because last summer there was such large breeding on both sides of the India-Pakistan border that some of it was quite late. And so the locusts, it was too cold for them to move to the coastal plains of Iran. So they only made it to the Indus Valley, and that's why they stayed there. So all of this means that more locusts will be coming into the desert areas along both sides of the India and Pakistan border. They've already started, in fact. India's already received some swarms earlier this month. And this will continue for this month, for next month, and probably into July as well. So it's like a successive waves of swarms coming. It's not just for one night or 1 week, but it's going to be over a number of weeks and months.